Hi, Nancy Spears with Gen Connect at the Aspen Food and Wine Classic, and today we have the privilege of talking to Michel Nischan, who's the founder of Wholesome Wave. Hi, Michel.
Hey, Nancy, how are you? Good
Great.
to be with you.
Thank you, you as well. So this has been a big year for you.
It has.
I understand you're the recipient, and congratulations, of the Humanitarian Award of the Year for James Beard.
Yeah, unbelievable. It's a crowded field, and I was really honored to be chosen. It kind of surprised me, but really stoked.
Well, no surprises on this end. You are known for having probably the biggest heart in the room. What motivates you in terms of giving back?
It just feels good. I think, my mom was a really generous person, and my dad was a very generous person. And we always had great neighbors growing up. And I think they were the leaders of that, just the way they conducted themselves. And when it's just natural to do things for other people, it sets a tone, and people start then to do things for each other, and it creates this real community around stuff. And I think it just makes a better world for all of us, even if it's just in our own little microcosm. So I do it because it makes me feel great.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So this whole notion of generosity and gratitude as well, kind of going hand in hand.
Yeah.
What tips could you give for people to really, find their passion and be able to kind of spark their own generosity?
Well, I always try to encourage people, because often someone will do it because they've heard or they believe or they've been taught that, if you've done really well in life, you have to give back. So, write a check or do other things to support stuff. What I love to do is encourage people to have that quiet conversation with themselves and really understand deep down inside they can find something that they really care about more than anything else. And whatever that is, whether it's, children, animals, the environment, the arts, whatever it might be, for me, it's people struggling with poverty. Because I know that these are good, wonderful, warm human beings that just don't have the same opportunity to express themselves the way that others do that have been more fortunate. Find the thing that you care about, and whatever you're going to give, devote it all to that, because then your spirit goes along with it. And I just believe that the gift, whether it's money, whether it's time, whether it's talent, is just so much more meaningful and is going to have a lot more impact.
Fantastic. Well, talking about impact, Wholesome Wave certainly has shifted big change for people, as you say, that really didn't have a warm meal on their table for a while. Can you give us some of the highlights of what you've accomplished since you founded it in 2007?
Sure. When we founded, we really believed that consumers struggling with poverty wanted to make healthier food choices for themselves, for their families, their loved ones, and that affordability was the thing that really kept them from doing that. So we put together a really simple approach. If the inexpensive stuff, because it's so subsidized, is so artificially cheap that that's all somebody can afford, let's level the playing field by creating a 2-for-1 sale for the stuff that they should be eating more of, like fruits and vegetables. So we did that. We raised private money, doubled the value of SNAP benefits, also known as food stamps, when those food stamps were spent at farmers markets on locally grown fruits and vegetables. And then did consumer surveys to see what the attitudes were of these consumers in poverty around being able to encounter an heirloom tomato or a ripe peach. We studied behavior change, and then we also studied the economic impact on the small and the mid-sized farmers who participated in the markets. And we were able to prove that underserved consumers express the same values as Whole Foods consumers, that they, after the programs went away in the wintertime when they didn't have access to the farmers markets, they would go great lengths to find fresh produce in grocery stores and add it, and figured out ways to incorporate at least more fruits and vegetables into their diet. And we also saw farmers put more land in production, add jobs, make infrastructural investments. So we were able to take that to the USDA, and last year the Farm Bill passed with $100 million to double food stamps at farmers markets on fruits and vegetables. So
that's huge.
It's huge. People told us, they're like, Michel, a lot of people call me Mish. Mish, love everything that you're doing, but you're not going to get policy change. I just don't want you to be disappointed. Don't want you to be heartbroken when it doesn't happen. And we got it, So So that it's been a very big year for us because the award as well, but also this is the first year that money has been available in the space, and it's going out and it's doing great things. So.
Well,
Very
congratulations. You are an inspiration, and you touch a lot of people's lives and hearts, and
thanks.
continue the good work.
I shall, I promise.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
So for more with Michel, check him out on Gen Connect.